Here's the breakdown of my version of Forget Me by Lewis Capaldi. So, I've never done something like this before, but this version of mine is about every romantic relationship that I've had so far. I don't have much experience in dating, but at least I tried. And for every time I got into a new relationship, I tried and hoped that it would be a little bit better than the previous one. So, every different part of my version of the song is about every different guy, but it's all mixed up. Let me explain. So, in the beginning of part 1, in the verse, I said, "Days ache and nights are long. Been so long, but you still cross my mind. Guess I'm still holding on." In this part, I think it really depends on how you visualize it in your mind. Because a lot of things, they feel like a lifetime ago, even if they were recent. But for me, as the writer of this version, I think it's really about the start of the journey, because that's the longest that I've been apart from somebody. So this part is about when I first started. And this part of my journey, that person, we could never really forget. Because not only was the first time, but also one of the most meaningful relationships that will always be in your heart and who will still cross your mind every so often. Then, in the rest of part 1, I'm talking about the most recent experience that I had. And that was a mistake because I was treated so poorly. And I thought that as the time went on, that it would improve and become better than the first one. But I was wrong. So that's why I was being savage in that part of the song. And it wasn't the kind of relationship that I would want to be in. Never. And I was still giving my heart out and doing these thoughtful gestures with my heart, and all the effort I put into those thoughtful gestures, they weren't appreciated. So I'm glad that this relationship is over, and I would never have to deal with someone so disgusting ever again. Now, let's dive in for part 2. So this whole part, from days ache and the nights are gray, till even after all this time, I'm going back to when I first started. If you remember what I said at the beginning of this video, then you remember that I said the first time was also one of the most meaningful parts of my journey, and that person will always be locked somewhere in my heart. And that part of my journey, that person, I could never forget, like ever. That relationship was the start of my journey. Now I have experience. But I know that I still cross his mind because I'm one of those girls that no one could ever forget, no matter what. And now he knows how I feel too, and what I tried to do. And I'll always remember us and our relationship. Next, in the bridge, when I say, "We cannot turn back time, but I hope that you'll still think fondly of me and our little life. Well, no matter what comes next, I'll always be in your heart and mind." Every part of the journey that has already happened, unfortunately, we cannot change that, even if we wanted to. Even if we wanted to take back something that we said, or prevent something from happening, or to do much better. No matter what we regret, no matter every wrongdoing, we cannot change that. But I hope that every guy still thinks very fondly of me and our relationship. Except, if you treated me so poorly, did I ever really cross your mind? Did it ever occur to you how great of a girlfriend I was? And doing these thoughtful gestures for you? But you didn't appreciate it? So maybe you do not think fondly of me and our relationship. And I do regret you. So I think I'm really talking about my first relationship in the bridge. Because, to be honest, I believe that I was treated better in a way during our relationship compared to the most recent one. But I don't regret starting my journey, and I don't regret that man. Now, lastly, in the last chorus, I'm talking to all of you when I say that no matter what your journey has been so far, the right one for you, the one you deserve, is still out there waiting or looking for you. Because the right one for you would never treat you so poorly. He would love you unconditionally, will never break your heart. That person will always be there for you through the good and the bad, who will never give up on you even when things get tough, who will inspire you, who will support you, who will bring out the best in you, the kind of relationship that does last, who will make you feel heard, understood, and valued, who will treat you right, and who will love you properly, like you're the only girl for him, because you are the only one for him. So I hope you liked this breakdown of my version of Forget Me. Please like, comment, and follow, and I'll see you in the next one.